Hi, crafty friends. Y'all, I got this little bundle of plastic pumpkins at Dollar General. And I was like, what am I going to do with these? And then I was like, ooh, let's grab out some air dry clay and let's completely cover them and give them a different vibe. So these are obviously little jack-o'-lanterns, but I want them to be pumpkins and I want them to have some detail and things like that. So what I decided to do was, boy, I was like, oh, this is going to roll out really great. Okay. Maybe I should have just done it on the craft table instead of trying to do it on the paper, but that's okay. So I did roll it as thin as I could. And then what I did was I just was like, okay, I'm just going to drape it over the top of it. And then if it doesn't go all the way around, you can just kind of take your finger and smoosh I think that's a technical term, smoosh, that down, and then it'll just cover all of the plastic. Because once we cover these and they are dry, I'm going to use some chalk paint to start, and then we're going to do a little bit of distressing. So I was just kind of taking my thumb there, and just where the indentions are, I was just kind of working around those. And then I was like, okay, it's not laying exactly how I wanted it to inside of those little indentions. So what I was like, how am I going to fix this? What am I going to do? So my mind was like, okay, I had an idea. But here's what I was talking about. When you get down to that bottom part, just kind of smush everything around. Even if you want to take a little bit of water, that helps too, just to kind of smooth everything out. So here's what I grabbed to do the indentions is the back or the end of a paintbrush there, and that worked so good. I was like, oh, this was perfect. So once I got those finished up and let them completely dry, like I said, which y'all know, I am an impatient crafter. So yes, I used my hairdryer to make it go quicker. But I'm going to use this cream color paint, and I know it's very close to the color of the dried air dry clay, but I wanted to have this on there with this chalk paint on there because we are going to use antiquing, there we go, wax over the top of these. So that's why I'm like, oh, I think I need to have some paint down. And I didn't even grab a brush out for that. I just did it all over, got it all over my hands. But this part, I was like, at first, I was like, oh, let's take the little paintbrush and just kind of move it into the areas. But then as I kind of started moving that distressing, why do I keep calling it distressing? Antiquing wax, there we go. I just started doing it with my hands and it worked so much better. So I was like, we don't even really need, we could just have done this whole thing with our hands. And I was just trying to keep my, the brush strokes and then my hand in that same direction, just kind of going up and down the pumpkin. I didn't want to go sideways at all, just because I didn't want the antiquing wax to look different on all of them. So I just kind of smushed a bunch at the bottom here, and then this is, I think, where I gave up and just went to just using my hands. So once those are dry, we're going to even do a little bit of the distressing spray over the top in the copper and just kind of let it drip down. But look how cute these are. Gosh, I love them. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow the page for more crafts.